Good morning, Kingdom colleagues. It's Prophet Leah Connect, and I am excited to be before you because today is the day of the Lord, as always. But we are kicking off our Wisdom Jewels book club, and I'm going to dive right in for today. I'm going to spend a few minutes sharing some wisdom jewels from one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich. I believe I went all the way to New York. I moved all the way to New York in part to locate this book. I found it in 2012, and one of the primary lessons is definiteness of purpose. The Lord has been talking a lot about in our prophetic releases about graduation. He's taken us through so many scenarios in the Bible where people have been utilized by God who didn't even think that they would, who thought that they were unworthy, from David to Moses. All of these characters in the Bible, Jonah. I mean, it's so critical for everyone to know that God has a purpose for their life. We talked about Samson and how he was born for the purpose of delivering the children of Israel from the Philistines. So today I want to ask you, do you have a definite purpose for your life? No matter what stage of life that you're in, I want you to know that God has a plan and a will for you. And God wants you to get crystal clear, to have a clear mental picture of what that is. So let's dive into some jewels really quickly here. All right, so Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill is a protege of Dale Carnegie, and he tasked Napoleon Hill to take a couple decades actually and compile the secrets of success for people who were alive during his time. This book was published in 1937. And so he did exactly that. And he has been known for his compilation of works, and he's condensed those wisdom jewels, those success principles into one book. Now, his goal was to help people apply success principles as they aim to reach their goals so that they wouldn't have to waste time with trial and error. So I discovered this book actually at a prophetic time where I had just left one level of my media career and I was going into teaching, but I didn't know what that transition would be. I was literally on a bridge, not physically, but I was bridging myself to my next journey. And so God helped me develop the next level of success consciousness. So, what do you desire more than anything else? I want to ask you this because this is where that burning desire starts. Because definiteness of purpose is having one strong desire that is sound, an idea that is sound. That means, and I'm actually going to point this out to you here, that means that it's backed by your strong desire, but it is also a worthy pursuit. So it can't just be any idea. It has to be one that makes sense. Okay. So clearly know what you want. Adopt the mindset that you're going to win or perish. Nothing less than that concerning your purpose. Okay. Now, sometimes you do need a backup plan, but concerning your purpose, you absolutely do not. You want to let these thoughts permeate in your mind so that you can develop the confidence to move forward. Now, thoughts clothe themselves in things. So if you have any doubt sown into you, we want to be uprooting that in our book club discussions because those thoughts will always translate into something physical, their physical equivalent. All right. In the book, the author talks about Edwin C. Barnes and when he desired to work with Thomas Edison and not for. This was his definite purpose, and he achieved it. He did not. He also gave us examples of people who did not quit because of temporary defeat. There was an example of R.U. Darby, who traveled from Maryland all the way to Colorado, and he went to gold mine and he was successful. He even went back home to raise money. But when he stopped locating gold, he ended up quitting and selling his equipment for a few $100s. And the person who actually got the equipment was able to find the gold within like 3 feet from where he stopped. So I want to ask you, will you have definiteness of purpose? Will you develop the confidence and that strong desire to move forward, even though you might have a temporary defeat? And will you develop that clear mental picture of what your future will look like if you continue to move forward with God? I want you to think on these things today, and we're going to continue this discussion tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye. And thanks for the comments. I see you.